Hey everybody, it's Moose here, and today I have another interview for you guys. I'm here with Markez Films. He is a stop motion animator, and his last stop motion that he's recently made was his Avengers Endgame Thanos versus Captain America Final Battle video, which I highly recommend you check that out. And his latest video that he made was his Marvel Cinematic Universe action figures video, which I also recommend you watch if you want to take a look at his collection. And thanks, Marquez, for joining me.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me, my friend.
Yeah, of course. So, initially, I guess I want to get this question out the way. Is what inspired you, or did somebody or anybody on YouTube, or just somebody in general, or a movie? What inspired you to do stop motion animation?
Well, that's crazy because back then, way back then, I have seen stop motion animation videos. I can't remember from whom, but I thought that was cool. So, but I never thought about doing stop motion since it was this other video from Marvel, officially from Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have seen their videos that they're called Marvel superheroes. What the?
Yeah, what the? Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, those are very comedy videos. So I watched one of them, and I was like, oh man, that was so funny. I'm going to start making those kind of videos. Back then, I had the 3.75 action figures, but I have very few. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing something like that. The channel was meant to be, comedy videos,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, those were the guys that their comedy, they're kind of the type of videos that they were doing. Those were the ones that inspired me to make these stop motions. And then later on, I started to lean more into storytelling and action and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the channel was meant to be comedy.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's the answer for that question. That those guys inspired me to make the stop motions.
Yeah, and
So yeah.
and actually they kind of inspired me too because I started watching those way back in like 2007.
Yeah.
So yeah, those videos are really like inspirational, and it's something that like not a lot of people talk about in terms of stop motion and part of the stop motion community, because I don't know if a lot of people have either seen those or remember those, but yeah, it's you're one of the first people like I've talked to that have actually we can like has that kind of connection with those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess my second question is you've done a lot of series over the years, mostly with Marvel. One of the first videos I saw of yours was your Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe videos, and
Yeah.
so what inspires you, or what makes you want to adapt these stories into stop motion film like Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity
Uh-huh.
War, and such like that?
Well, I'm a huge fan of Deadpool. I believe that that character is my favorite from Marvel. So I read the comic, and I fall in love with it. So I don't know. I thought, how about if I make a stop motion, and I start, following the storyline. But I don't know. Along the way, I start to change one thing and another, and yeah, it turned out to be a really cool series, and I love those series.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was, I started those series because I read the comic and because I'm a huge fan of Deadpool.
All
So
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Like I actually, funny thing
Yeah.
we bring that up. It's just I've been trying to get more into Deadpool lately, and I've
Yeah.
been reading a lot more Deadpool stories. And recently, the only things I knew about him was through the not a little bit from the comics, but mostly through the movies. But I want to get more into like his stories and get to like his
Uh-huh.
character. So I'm actually so yeah, I would like to hope you would do something more with Deadpool in the future to kind
Uh-huh.
of like I think you would
Yeah.
do really well with that.
Yeah, actually, those videos were the ones that put my channel in danger because those videos were kind of violent and with a
Gotcha.
few bad words.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't. YouTube didn't allow me to monetize my channel back then,
Mm-hmm.
And that video, along other stop motion videos that I had with violence and other stuff, so YouTube uh, disabled the monetizing feature. So man, I was so sad and I wanted to quit so bad, but I kept continuing. I messaged them to give me a break. But yeah, everything turns out to be better because when they disable my YouTube from monetizing, you know when I uploaded a toy review, I got the notification that that video was not suitable for the people, because he has violence. And I'm like, what? It's just a toy review. But yeah, those were the videos that put the endangered the channel.
Right.
But yeah, that was crazy. That's a fun fact about the channel.
Well, I didn't. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, I would have not known that, but that's really interesting. I'm glad that they. Does YouTube still like give you a hard time with that, or since now you're doing less violent stuff now? Then
I struggled with it for like 5 months, I believe, and but nowadays it seems like I don't have that struggle anymore. Yeah, I kind of very careful with putting bad words on my videos or violence, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I put blood or that violence on my stop motion. By the way, for my upcoming Black Panther video, I'm gonna try to make it a little bit violent and gory with blood and all that stuff. And let's see what happens.
all right, that's really interesting. I'm excited to see it. Yeah. So be on the lookout for that one. Be on the lookout for that video when that comes out.
Yeah.
So I also wanted to ask, since you've done a lot of Marvel and some DC properties over the years, I wanted to also know: is there any other characters or properties of like from video games or from other comics that you would like to make stop motions out of at some point?
Yes, I'm a huge fan of almost everything. I don't know. I love to enjoy things. I have this God of War action figure, from the God of War game that came out last year, and I wanted to make a stop motion, but I never had the time to make something cool with it. And also, I wanted to make some Star Wars and also some other type of stuff, but I also love Godzilla stop motion animation. I love Godzilla so much, but I never seems the time and the money to get those action figures. It's very expensive. Yeah, geek.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can I only have most of my figures are Marvel, and then DC, but I wish I could collect from Godzilla and other brand so I can make a cool stop motion with it. But yeah, maybe in the future I'm gonna make other stuff non-Marvel related.
Yeah, that's that's essentially what I want to do. I would hope that one day that when I start getting I like my recent idea that I published and that I put a teaser and stuff for is Batman versus Pennywise, and that's an idea that I've always wanted to do. I always thought that would be like something different, but also something that's it's a mixture of two things that I wanted to do. I want to do a horror video. I want to do a horror stop motion, but I also want to do a Batman one. So I just thought, why not just combine the two things and do something I feel like would make the most sense. So I mean, there's tons of stuff I want to do. Like I would love to do something Dragon Ball related. I love Dragon Ball.
Me too. I love it so
much. So yeah, like Dragon Ball. I started collecting. I wanted to start collecting action figures like One Piece because One Piece is what really got me into anime, and So I really would like to collect figures from like the One Piece series, and yeah, I would just like to make videos that are just like other brands and other characters and other than like Marvel and DC. Although I do love the characters from Marvel and DC, it's just
Uh-huh.
um, I just feel like that um, these a lot of characters like Ninja Turtles, because Ninja Turtles used to be big. Like I used to see
Oh
lots of
yeah.
people make stop motion on Ninja Turtles, and now I don't really see this much anymore. So I'm not saying if I were to make one, I'd be the one to bring it back. I was just saying that um, I would just like to be part of it and just make one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have I have done one of the Ninja Turtle stop motion, but that was like 2 years ago, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And many people ask for part two, but I don't know if anytime soon I'm gonna make another one.
Yeah, I get you.
I wanna get out of the way all of these Infinity War series, so I can produce something else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Which actually is a good segue to the next question. Is with your Infinity War series, you have been like trying this out, like having a lot of it's like a very long series, and it's like it's your own take on the Infinity War story. And I've been really enjoying it, and I really been enjoying what you're doing with the characters and the adding of to make sure DC the characters. So I wanted to know, like, other than like the movies or anything like that, did you have any other comic inspirations, or and is there anything you can tell us about the series going forward?
Well, not actually. It's only the inspiration is only from the movies, and with my own taste. It's kind of like how should have ended, or how should have
Mm-hmm.
gone. Like for example, the defenders appearance in my part two. In the movie, I wish for the defenders to show up a little bit a cameo or something, but that didn't happen. So I'm like, you know what is going to happen in my series? So it happened, and for other future videos, they will come back again. So, but yeah, it's only mainly it's based on the movies, and only also from my own taste. And for I believe that from Avengers Endgame, in the future, I'm gonna make it completely different from the movie. I love the movie Avengers Endgame, but I have already planned up Avengers Endgame, that how it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be something different from Infinity War. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I'm really interested. Like I with what you're doing, like I said, what you're doing with the series, and what you're going with it so far. Um, as the time of recording, um, last time I checked, I mean, is so your Captain Marvel video is that in canon of your Marvel series as well?
Oh yes, of course it is. It's one of the prequels from Infinity War Part 6. This one alongside with the upcoming Black Panther. That Captain Marvel video, it's Captain Marvel doing other stuff outside the universe,
Mm-hmm.
and then she received a message that you know things crazy are going on, and she's going to find out. And then she arrives at Thanos' spaceship, and she finds Nebula, and Nebula explains the whole situation.
All right.
So she will come back on my Infinity War Part 7. They're gonna have the battle on Titan, but with Captain Marvel. So yeah, it's gonna be my Infinity War Part 7 is going to be, I believe, the biggest stop motion that I'm going to be able to make,
Mm-hmm.
with character amount, and maybe it's gonna be a 30-minute long video, so it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be huge. So I'm kind of afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do my best to make it happen.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I also just wanted to ask a question about your animation itself, and you've been improving so much, and you've just been doing nothing but like going up and up and up with it. And I also just wanted to know, just like from your last latest animation, is what's exactly your process of when it comes to animating? Like, does it like when it comes to making your sets, making sure all the figures and lighting and framing is correct? What exactly do you do to make sure your animations look the way they do?
Yes, it is a big process, and I believe that every other animator has their own big progress, and that's why we take a long time to make this type of videos because it's a long progress. For my progress is when I'm about to start the video, I planned all this the what's going to happen in my mind. I don't usually, draw or write the whole story, which I should but I kept everything in my mind. So and then I start playing with my toys. Yes, I play with my toys when no one can see me, so I can imagine the action scenes and all the stuff, and then I write the script. So once that everything is done, I gather the people that is going to help me, who is willing to help, and all that stuff. And then I start creating the props and all the scenarios. And I start shooting the first scenes. Sometimes I shoot the last scenes from the stop motion because something happens. I mean, sometimes happens like that. I, I get to shoot the last scenes first. But yeah, I everything happens in my kitchen. That's the biggest room in my house. So my kitchen is a mess right now. For example, because I'm shooting Black Panther and I turned my kitchen into Wakanda basically, and sometimes into New York with all my boxes. And if in the stop motion is going to be in the city, I create the buildings from boxes, because I prefer use less green screen because I don't know how to use correctly green screen. So and I love how it looks when everything is practical, when everything is the background. I mean, when everything is with dioramas or something. Yeah, and it makes the video looks so much cool. But yeah, that's just a little bit of of information of the process of making stop motion because
Right.
it is huge to make this type of videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really do. I like the effort you put into making your videos. Like I can tell. What I meant to say, I can tell you put a lot of effort into making them. Like making sure each frame is right and making sure that your lighting and your backgrounds and everything look natural. Though,
Yes. Yes, I learn from others as well. It's very good to learn from the best, from learn from others,
mhm.
and also to every day on also from every video that I make. I look at it and I just keep pushing myself to become the best of me, and I learn from my previous mistake. How can I improve it? And that's how it is. How I manage to improve in my animations.
Right.
So yes.
Right. Yeah, I get that. Uh, I feel like with my state of stop motions, uh, my current state in terms of making stop motions, although some of them have already been filmed the way that the old way, I'm starting a new process of filming stuff where I'm using practical backgrounds and wanting to use more sets and making sets. Uh, Not so just because I haven't had to be able to time, but also at the same time, I feel like I could have had. Uh, there's a part of it there's an excuse, but at the same time there isn't one. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I filmed a lot of my stuff on green screen, but
Uh-huh.
I've been learning to minimalize it and only use it if I really have to. So I, from due to the criticism I've gotten from even like showing it to peers and showing it to other people in the community, like I feel like although the animation, I feel that my animation has been improving, it's still
Oh yeah.
my the background is just as important,
Uh-huh.
and I will say I do use the green screen a little too much, but that's just me. Um, I feel like with you personally have been doing great with that, and it's really interesting to hear your whole process of making all your stop motions. And
Yes.
I also just wanted to know, which goes on to the next question, is you alongside of a lot of other animators that like the Leo Legendary, Unravel Pictures, War TV 14, yourself are really big in the animation community. You get like thousands of hundreds of views sometimes per video. Varying on the topic, and I just want to know: is there some form of like because a lot of people want to know, is there some form of friendly competition, or sometimes you guys will make the same type of video, or do you guys is there like do you guys like ever contact each other and say, oh, I'm gonna make this video, or is there some form of contact there?
Well, I don't usually speak too much with the other guys, because of course they are busy, doing their own stuff. But we don't contact that much each other. Well, that's they with me. But most of the time, like I started my Infinity War because the movie was going on, and it kind of fit into the progress of the universe that I was making. But one of the things that can help you grow on your channel, is go to, do what's trending now. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, I don't do it. I do things different. But like for example, my latest video, the Captain America versus Thanos, that was also very late. I saw the Leo Legendary video, uh, doing the same scene, but that was from 5 months ago, like way long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not, I don't kind of very keep up with what's trending. But if you do what's trending, that's one way to to grow on your views and on your channel. So that's something new that I learned, this year.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to do it like that because everyone gets on the hype train, and I don't know, I don't like it, but that's what you gotta do to grow, and like, well, let me try it.
Yeah.
So I did that stop motion of Thanos and Captain America, and yeah, it helped the channel a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, yes, but we don't usually talk too much. I do talk to Leo and to War TV. They're very good, cool guys. But we don't, usually share uh, that many ideas on, for example, hey man, what are you gonna do next? Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if I ask them, they're gonna tell me, but we don't, kind of share that many ideas. I don't know why.
Gotcha.
But yes.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to ask the question because a lot of people get the consensus that you guys are just kind of like obvious. Like they're like, oh, it's obvious that they have to keep in touch with each other, because they're like the big leagues, they're the big dogs of the whole community. So I
Yes.
just which
Yes, I wish we could make something, together, a collaboration or something. Not
mhm.
only with voice acting, but you know, mixing up our animation into one single video. That gonna. I mean, sorry, that should be awesome. Like,
Oh yeah, that definitely would be really cool.
yeah,
I'll be down for that. I think a lot of people would want to see that too, considering that what I like about the community too, it's just like um like I think that you guys can do a similar video, but you can all animate it so differently, and that like it can show off each individual
Yeah,
style of each animator. So that's what that's what I like about you guys, and what I like about you is just you know what your style is, and you know what you want your videos to look like.
yeah,
So you have that sense of okay, this is
of
how I want to
course.
differentiate my stuff from someone else's.
Yeah, everyone is very unique in their own way, and everyone is different, and that's good. I mean, if you look at a video without looking at the creator, you're gonna tell, oh, I believe this video is from this guy, and
Mm-hmm.
because you kind of recognize the style, like you said, their style, and but yeah, everyone is very unique and different in their own way.
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely. Yeah, and just going on close to my last question, we have one more. We have two more. So essentially, um, which actually ties into the question is if if you could collaborate with any other animator, and or if you could collaborate with somebody, whether that's a company or whether it's another animator, who would you want to collaborate with?
oh, I would love to with the War TV. I mean, the War TV, his animation are really, really smooth, really great, and yeah, I'll be down to some collaboration with him, and also with you know, uh, your fan favorite, Lil Legendary and Swagway maybe. I mean, yeah, I'll be down for collaboration, but mostly with War TV. I think that he's a guy that he deserves more, more views, more subscribers. I think that his videos are so cool. I don't know. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
he's very unique on his videos, on his animation. But yeah, I'd love to see that happens one day. I understand that they are busy doing their videos to keep up with their series, and you know, like myself as well, that it's been a year and I haven't started my Infinity War series. Everyone is so busy with their own stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe one there's gonna be the day that we're gonna you know mix our animation into one single video.
Right.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many good animators out there. Some other people like yourself, like Jacob Productions, and on this other guy, what was his name, on Barrel Productions? I mean, no, it was on Hip Productions.
Unraveled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
unraveled.
we should collaborate.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see that happen.
Yeah, me too. I would definitely love to see you guys collaborate on the video and just come up with whatever story that you guys come up with and do like this
Yeah,
whole big shebang. I
yeah,
think you guys can pull it off, especially you and War TV. Definitely, you two with you guys' storytelling and with you guys' animation, you guys can make something really really cool.
yeah.
So I yeah, going on to my basically my last question is what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Well, first of all, I want to thank all of my fans for the huge success of for the channel reaching the 100,000 subscribers. I mean, the 100, yes, in 100,000. And I'm so glad that I reached that huge milestone. For those fellow animators that are also, doing stop motion and working hard, is that don't give up, keep doing what you do best. Stop motion, the art of stop motion, it is very beautiful, and it's so unique, it's so different. We don't see stop motion animation daily on the news, or also someone mention it. Stop motion is very underrated, and we should make more noise to for big people to put us out there.
Mm-hmm.
I believe stop motion animators, we deserve more credit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Instead of just bloggers, talking about nonsense or any other people, kids singing at Walmart. They become so famous very very easy, and we who put in the work, we don't get that kind of attention. So I'm just gonna send this message to my fellows animators that keep working, keep doing what you love. Stop motion is really an amazing way to tell what's in our minds. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing, and don't ever give up. And those fans out there, I just love to keep making these type of videos. And yeah, the show must go on.
Yeah, man. That's really well said. I really do believe that that our community, although it's small, it's definitely it's big in heart, and it's big in
Yes,
passion,
exactly.
and it's big in
That's
passion for sure. So I think
yes.
that definitely there needs more people to know more about it, and a lot more people like I. This is gonna sound random, but a couple of my family members are a fan of your videos. So when I told them I was gonna be interviewing you, they're like, "Oh my god, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So there's a few people and friends of mine that know about your videos. There, so I've been trying to spread more awareness and get more people to know about your stuff and my other friends' stuff. Like Ward TV, Leo, Swagwave, Animations, etc. Rageful, DR. So there's so many
Yes.
people that that just need that support and that need
Yes. Of course.
that that need that audience. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, but yeah, I mean that's all the questions I got, and thanks again for coming on to the show, man. Really appreciate having you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, my friends. I'm so glad this was so exciting.
Yeah, fun. I guess it's a fun fact for you guys. We were supposed to do this weeks or about a month ago, but
Yeah.
we just we were just missing each other, and I was just starting school, and
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm glad we finally got to get together, man.
Yeah, and this what you're doing, all these interviews that you're doing, that's so cool, man. I mean, it's so nice to see, to know more about these creators of stop motion animation, because I mean, they're all good making stop motion, but it's so interesting to know more about them. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, keep doing these interviews, man. These are really cool. I love them. I enjoy them.
Thank you, man. It really means a lot. Really, it really does. Yeah. So thanks again to Markez Films for joining me. And if you guys want to check out his channel, which I highly recommend you do, his channel, his Instagram, everything that his social media will all be in the link in the description. Will be in links. There'll be links in the description below. So please check him out. Yeah, and if you want to check me out on Instagram, my Instagram will also be in the description as well. So yeah, and make sure to subscribe. And if you want to check out more interviews, all right. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate it.
Ciao.